What's going on, Internet? I am the Masked Man, and today I have a question. And the question is: does hip hop rule black culture? Now, the person who asked me this question asked to remain nameless, so I will not mention the person's name. And let me read the full question for your viewing pleasure. Hello, Mr. Maskman. Just curious, what are your thoughts on this topic? Also, asking, does hip hop rule black culture? Also, what black cultural elements do you know that are native to Louisiana? Sayings, foods, tradition, etc. Thanks. Now, as far as does hip hop rule black culture, I would say it is one of the things that dominate black culture. Because there are older black people who are not really dominated by hip hop culture, like black people in their 40s, 50s, and 60s who are still causing a lot of hell or doing a lot of good. They're not really hip hop heads per se, unless they were actually in the hip hop industry. People in their 40s, 50s, and 60s are not really interested in hip hop music like that. So I wouldn't say that it dominates black culture, but it is a very powerful force in black culture. Now, I I've lived in Louisiana my whole life, but I'm kind of I'm a little a bit airheaded when it comes to soaking up what's going on in my environment. So I don't really know of a whole lot of influences that Louisiana has had on hip hop as a whole. You know, you have Lil Wayne and what he did, but that's New Orleans. And to give you an idea of how far Shreveport, Louisiana is from New Orleans, I could get to Dallas, Texas faster than I could get to New Orleans. It would take me 3 hours from Shreveport to get to Dallas. It would take me about 4.5 hours to get to New Orleans. So I'm a long ass way away from the only real place in Louisiana that's influencing hip hop culture, with your Cash Money and your No Limit Records. Now they went all over the nation, Cash Money and No Limit, but that's pretty much the contribution to hip hop culture from Louisiana. Cash Money and No Limit, and maybe Hurricane Chris, who I do like. He is from Shreveport. I haven't seen the nigga before or since he left. But that's pretty much the contribution to hip hop. Cash Money and No Limit, all the sayings, all of the all of what they brought. Um oh oh you didn't ask me what what hip hop elements. You asked me what black cultural elements that are native to Louisiana. Oh, well, my bad. The black shit that comes from Louisiana is basically, food, a lot of food, a lot of the New Orleans slang. Not a whole lot from Shreveport, Louisiana has really influenced black culture nationwide. I think hip hop music has had a great deal. Basically Baton Rouge, New Orleans, that area, that part of Louisiana pretty much is the export for how black people are perceived from Louisiana all over the country. They don't really know about the blacks anywhere else. Most of the food and all of this stuff comes from them, and I don't know a lot of their terminology. I don't know a lot of their slang. That's down there. See, I'm in the northern part of Louisiana, so I really can't help a whole lot to illuminate, what about the culture, because we just the city. We ain't got all of that nobody really goes out of their way to come to Shreveport. Some people do, but nobody. So I'm kind of isolated from all of that. But hip hop culture, um, it does not rule black culture, because a lot of people, I think it rules. I think it rules the youth. I think a part of the even a piece, just a piece of the youth, like 70% of the youth, it rules them. But other than that, I don't think that it it dominates, and it controls all of black culture. I think it kind of controls the younger people, and it influences them, younger black people. But I don't think it has as much of an effect as other people says that it might. I'm a little flustered. I just ate, and I eat heavy, so maybe I'm out of it. If I didn't answer your question to your satisfaction, just send it to me again, and I'll take another stab at it. Anyway, let me know what you think about my answer. Leave it in the comments. Rate the video, like it, dislike it, be honest. Subscribe to my channel to keep up with the videos that I'm making. If you want to send me a question, if you want me to talk about a subject, you just email me at TheMrMaskman@gmail.com. And you can follow me on Twitter or find me on Facebook at TheMrMaskman. That is all I have to say about this subject. So I will see you in the next video.